Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first week of this month's Tarotcast. So, Carolina and I did leave Mexico last week, and we have been here in Portugal, which is why I'm here today, recording from Carolina's bedroom. Look at this. Looking so pretty. Anyway, so before we get into this, maybe you guys can hit that like button. You can subscribe to us if you haven't already, and maybe consider leaving a comment at the end of this video. So without further ado, let's do further and let's have a look at the card for the collective. For this month of November, the card for the collective is the Sun card. Now, this is good news. This is the Sun card. This is about joy and happiness. There's really not a lot that we can go into depth with this card other than we want to keep a positive, high vibrational energy going into this month because there's going to be a lot of optimism. There's a lot of things we can look forward to. We can raise our vibrations and we can really kind of like expect good things to come our way. So with whatever cards kind of turn up for the individual and the collective through the month and for the weeks, we want to apply this and we want to understand that, you know, this month is supposed to bring us a lot of joy and happiness, or at least we want to kind of shift our attention and shift our perspective towards raising that vibration into joy and happiness. Aries, this month, your card is the Lovers card. With the Sun and the Lovers, Aries, it looks like we've got some good things coming your way. We've got a lot of love to express to ourselves and to others around us. We want to be uniting that masculine and that feminine energy, that energy of bringing structure, order, and discipline, and also bringing that energy of flow and being able to receive and accept these kind of manifestations that maybe we've been working on. There's also going to be this element of choices, the things we've learned in the past. We want to really start asking ourselves, you know, is this a path that we've been on? Is this the correct one? Am I doing what actually I love? Is this what's good for me? So there's a lot of self-care energy involved in this, and there may be some choices for you going forward into this month. Taurus, your card of the month is the Emperor. Well, Taurus, we need to find that structure. We need to find that discipline while stepping into that divine masculine. Now, this month, of course, we do have the Sun card. So in order to find that joy, particularly in this week for you, we want to be bringing that structure in. We want to be asking ourselves, what are the things that we need to get done in order to achieve this? We're not just meant to sit back and just be content in the moment. We want to plan this. We want to plan things out as the Emperor would do. So let's make sure that we've got our work and we've got our responsibilities done. We've got everything checked off so that we do have that time that allows us to bring in that time, that space to actually enjoy, have fun, bring in that kind of happiness. With the Emperor, he is a very responsible person and he makes sure he has everything done before he has that time to play. Gemini, this month you have the Chariot. All right, so Gemini, with the Chariot coming in this week, this month for you, this one is about making some strong decisions. We got to understand that these decisions are going to affect us in the long run, or at the very least, we want to look forward into the future, ask ourselves where we want to be, and we really need to make these decisions. We can't just sit back again, just like the Taurus, you know, getting that Emperor energy. We also need to embody a lot of masculine energy with the Chariot here. We need to make these solid decisions. We need to ask ourselves, where do we want to be, particularly by the end of this month, and working with that energy of the Sun. What is it that truly makes us happy? We have to ask ourselves, what is our pursuit of happiness? We are literally pursuing happiness in the Chariot. We are very mindful about this. We have our direction, we have our compass set. So let's make sure we've got our intentions set. Where do we want to get to by the end of this month to really achieve the full happiness that we desire? Cancer, this month you have the Death card. Right, now, Cancer, it seems like with the collective energy of the Sun card, it seems like to bring that happiness in, it seems like where the Cancerians out there are going to have to allow something to come to an end. We're going to have to let something go. There is going to be some kind of cycle which is going to be closing off, particularly for this week, for this month. So we want to be looking around us. There might be something coming to an end. Is this some employment? Is this perhaps maybe a relationship? Is this perhaps your favorite Netflix series? whatever that might be, it's important to understand that, you know, there might be something coming to an end. We need to allow these things to, you know, go through this progression, come to an end, so we really allow the new to come through as well. So as things come to an end, Cancer, it's important to know what's going to come out of the other end is that Sun card that we got for the collective this month. Leo, this month you have the Hangman. All right, so Leo, if we're chasing that Sun energy that we got in the collective this month, for you, you're going to have to consider that there might be some sacrifice involved. Like the Hangman. The Hangman really allows himself to be in a difficult situation. Maybe he has to fully actually sacrifice something, let something go, put himself into this situation that's uncomfortable, and it might actually take a bit of time. It might be a little bit of a struggle, but ultimately in the end, the Hangman, he does find that new perspective on how to actually find that happiness, because we are relating back to that Sun card for the month, for the collective. In order to find that happiness, we need to really shift our perspective. We need that paradigm shift. So if you are finding that there is a situation where things aren't working out for you and it seems like you need to make that sacrifice, understand that this is just part of the process. Let it go through. Things are going to work out ultimately in the end for you. Virgo, this month you have the Strength card. All right, Virgo, so with this Strength card energy coming through this month, and we're looking at the collective energy of the Sun card, in order to come into that space of that joy and happiness that the Sun has for us, we need to dig deep. We need to find some strength to maybe pull ourselves out of a difficult situation. There might be also this other strength energy that's going to be coming through. We need to put out a lot of compassion, a lot of love. Remember, there's a lot of feminine energy that does come through with the Strength card, so we might have to dig deep. And, you know, we might have to actually give ourselves a bit of self-care as well. And this can be a little bit hard. We might have to tear ourselves away from our work or tear ourselves away from some responsibilities, you know, and this might be a difficult move for you, but this is embodying that strength. Look after yourself, okay? Remember, a lot of compassion, a lot of feminine energy that does come through with the Strength card. But, you know, if you do implement that strength, really pull it out, find that fire within, you know, work with that solar plexus energy, we can step into that space of the Sun energy with the collective and really find that happiness this month. Libra, this month you have the Moon. It's a Sun and the Moon for you this month. Okay, of course, with the collective, we had that Sun card, which is all about that joy and that happiness, but you've got the Moon card. Now, getting into that Sun collective, that collective energy might be a little bit more difficult for you this month, because with that Moon card, the Moon is asking you to look at the shadows, you know, the shadows that are sitting in our subconscious that are hiding the difficult things that maybe we didn't really want to deal with for some time. Maybe we've just been tucking it behind us, not dealing with it. It looks like we're going to have to be approaching those shadows, and we need to have that. We need to step into that. There are the fears there. So we're going to have to dig deep, find this bravery to step up and deal with the fears that may have been holding us back. What has been holding back your joy? What has been holding back your happiness? It seems like there might have been something there that you've been a little bit apprehensive of dealing with, but the Moon card is on your side. This is to say that things are going to work out for you, and if you embrace those fears and understand what it's all about, you do have that Sun energy for the collective, which is going to support you through this month. Scorpio, this month you have the Star card. So it seems like here, Scorpio, that there might be some kind of level of healing that might be going on, okay? Now, of course, with the collective, we do have the Sun card. The Sun card is going to bring us joy, but maybe before we can step into that joy of that collective energy of the Sun, we need to go through some kind of healing routine. Or, you know, we need to heal something before we get there. But there's also something to remember about the star. The star is also giving us hope. It's giving us guidance, okay? Like the stars in the sky, they've guided our ancestors in the past. There is something out there that is going to be guiding you, that is going to be giving you hope. And find that hope. Find that guidance, hold on to it, because that is going to guide you through this. It's going to help you through whatever healing process that you may be dealing with this month, because you're going to be coming out the other side into the sun energy. This is a very positive thing for you. So embrace that healing journey this month and find that guidance that you need. Sagittarius, this month you have the Temperance card. So Sagittarius, if you're going to be stepping into that card of that energy of joy and happiness that is the sun at the collective got this month, we need to find balance. Okay, we need to find that happy middle ground between the extremes of excess and of minimalism, scarcity and excess. These things are not going to serve you this month. If we do want to find that happiness, if we do want to find that joy of the sun card, and who doesn't want that, we need to find that middle ground of temperance, okay? There's going to be this element of also giving in abundance and receiving in abundance. But most importantly, we want to find that balance. What in life for you right now is out of balance? Where are you in scarcity, or where are you in excess? These are the things you want to address. You want to bring them back into that happy middle ground, and that's where you're actually going to find the joy this month. Capricorn, this month you've got the Fool card. All right, this one's a good one. It looks like we've got some new beginnings. Now, let's not forget about what the collective energy this month was. We had the Sun card, which is joy and happiness. So how are you going to find that joy and happiness this month? Starting something new, taking that leap of faith. It seems like there might be some opportunity that might be popping up this week. Maybe you've got to make that and maybe you got to make that opportunity yourself. You got to make this happen. Either way, there's going to be a leap of faith, something leaping into the unknown, going into something that's unfamiliar for you. Don't be afraid of the unknown, even though some of the baddest things, some of the most fearful things can come from the unknown. In this case, we do have the collective energy in the sun. The sun is about happiness. It's about joy. This leap of faith is going to take you there this month, but you need to step there. You need to trust. You need to trust that this is going to serve you, that doing something new. So whatever opportunities arise this month, this week even, this is what you want to be paying close attention to, and you want to be following that. Aquarius, this month you have the Hierophant. The institutions this month for you, Aquarius, we need to have a look at how that is working in our life. Now, of course, we did have with the collective energy, we did have the Sun card, which is about joy and happiness. But of course, we've got the institutions, and look, the institutions can seem a little bit cold and stale, if you will. You know, we think of institutions, we think of maybe the church, or maybe we think of school. They're not the most joyous things, but it definitely seems like that's where the joy is going to come from for you this month. So it's going to come from, you know, within your school, within your church, within your communities. We want to be looking at the institutions around us. Now, there may also be an element of a mentorship going on. We want to look up to someone who can teach us. Okay, is there somebody out there that can help guide us? And it might be through like working with some mentors in the institutions that are actually going to help us develop a bit more, make us feel a bit more sure about ourselves in the in society, which is this institution in itself. And that is where we're going to find that joy and happiness of the Sun card for the collective this month. Pisces, this month your card is the Justice card. All right, Pisces, so it seems like big decisions and maybe even some tough decisions coming through this month. Now, if we do have a look at that collective energy card, the Sun card this month, this card is representing the happiness and joy that we're all desiring. Now, with that Justice energy coming through, it looks like you might have to be making some hard decisions. You might have to be a bit emotionally removed. You want to have a look at how the decisions that you make are going to be affecting you and those around you, okay? And in doing so, this might actually be a more of a humanitarian energy that you might need to be picking up this month. So it's not, you got to remind yourself that it's not about you this month, and it's through that humility, it's through that humanitarian attitude going forward into this month that you're actually going to find that joy. So pay close attention to the decisions that you have this month, this week, because we want to be working with that Sun energy for the collective. And so that is everybody's major arcana for this month. So guys, let me know down in the comments section, how do you feel about that? How was your card? Do you feel like you were dealt a good hand this week, this month? Are you looking forward to it? Sun energy this month, guys. So let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you haven't already. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a fantastic time. Ciao.